Right, in this video I am just going to be going over very quickly. It's going to be a very brief video. What I'm going to talk about is when you're purchasing a second-hand car, one of the things you should look out for is comparing your fuel efficiency, your miles per gallon or your litres per kilometre, wherever country you're living in, to the data that is available for your car. Say for example, if you take my Honda Civic, the data for it is probably somewhere in the region of 60 miles per gallon, 65 miles per gallon for the 2.2 turbo diesel, right? When I bought the car, it was at 43 miles per gallon, and I thought maybe it's, worn pistons over time. It's done 250,000 miles. It's worth 43 miles per gallon would get me, would be my nice run round for in town, heavy work, wherever, yeah, back and forth through heavy traffic, no problem. But then, as you see through my videos here, look at that one there. How to change a noisy bearing on a Honda, right? The bearings are totally shot. The rear, out of the two bearings, the rear bearing was totally shot. Watch that video. What else did I do on it? It's to do with efficiency. This one here, how to replace the tensioner and idler pulley. So that was worn. It was like ringing and singing as it was moving along. I did the obvious usual ones, is such as the oil change. I on this video, I think it's on this one, where I clean the MAF sensor on the Honda. I had to pull it. It's quite difficult. You have to pull quite a few bits out before you reach it. What else did I do to do efficiency? Well, not that much more. I think I did a bit of work for my gearbox. I kind of like changed the gearbox oil, but I kind of ruined it. It kind of really offset it and made it less efficient because it rumbles a tiny bit. It's okay now. I've got a video coming out with how I kind of fixed better the fix I did make on the gearbox, and it's running all right now. There's a few things I fixed: the kind of bumpers, the aerodynamics of it, especially the lower tray. Oh, I've got a video coming up where the lower tray was bulging and kind of hanging too low. There was like a job that was done on it, but it wasn't very well, and it was always scraping speed bumps when I went over it. So there's a video coming up with that. So that would have changed the profile of the lower part of the car, right? And the point is, what I'm getting now is 62 miles per gallon, because someone I knew was driving. I also let my brother use that car, and he said, "Oh, your car's not very fuel efficient." I said, "It is now," and I would have thought for all of them, the main thing that caused the fuel efficiency to be low was that bearing that was worn here and here, the idler. And also the alternator. Those two things was like creating a lot of heat. When I opened up the bonnet, it was a lot of heat, and the heat's got to come from somewhere. It's got to come from the energy of the conversion energy of the fuel of your car, because it's inefficient. It's chucking out a lot of heat. So the brakes were fine. There was nothing wrong with the brakes, so it wasn't losing energy from it. But that made a huge difference. 43 miles per gallon to 62 on highway and on main roads. Probably, to be honest, if I'm doing the normal kind of stop-start traffic, it's probably more like 50. But at least I would say it's gone up 7 miles per gallon. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Have a look when you're buying a used car. Have a look at the miles per gallon on it. Reset it while you're testing it, and then see what it is. Probably a good way. You don't want to test it with someone else who uses it. Drive it efficiently when you're testing it. Just check. That's an indicator things are worn. Obviously, if you hear things, hear kind of funny noises as the engine's running, open up the bonnet, listen, you know, feel for funny vibrations, look for obvious signs of worn alternator bearings and what even worse things like main bearings. Anyway, that's it. Please hit that like, subscribe button, leave a comment below if you think of anything else. Always welcome, and always special thanks to all the people who have been subscribers and watched my channel. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate all your views. Thank you.